Box baby, who knows who that is? Little Joan Jett there. Gotta listen to music, man, if we're all cooped up in here. Oh, absolutely. How you doing there, Sammy?
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, good. Right Consulting got it right off the bat. Joan Jett. Right. I gotta listen to up music. I'll tell you what. You know what's the best little technology tip before we get rolling here? Mm-hmm. I have this little. Do you guys have any of these Bluetooth microphones? This is an Anchor. It wasn't. The sound from this thing is unbelievable. It sounds like a monster speaker. I can put it on this is a big house. I can put this on the other side of the house and it'll blast anywhere out there. I use it for public speaking events. You know, sometimes they can't always hear you and you can boost everything with your own portable little speaker there and everything. How you doing, Sam?
I'm doing good. I've got two of those, one in my bedroom and one downstairs.
Oh my God, Lonnie and Chantel, are you going to join us today? Are you going to pop in here a little bit?
Hey guys, yes.
Ooh, man, turn on the video and
absolutely. Hang on.
We don't want to see. I want to see your beautiful wife. I don't want to see you. He's got a beautiful. His wife is gorgeous.
Chantel, come say hello.
Chantel is in the building.
Chantel is in the building. Hang on.
Oh my gosh.
I'll be right back.
And you guys can't even. You guys, they do remarkable. Put your link in there for all those good food reviews that you used to do.
Oh my gosh.
You know, can't do them right now. I know you guys must be suffering because they go to all the foodie places in Phoenix, and there's so many. And watching Ani bite into this giant vegan taco and watch it roll all over the place. I mean, it's great. Your husband's a messy. Your husband's a messy eater, Chantel. You know that, don't you?
Hey, I'm a messy eater.
Before we get going, I wanted to do a little video from today. I have a video on my screen here. If I can figure out, let's see. Stop screen, share screen. Okay, let's share the screen. If I can figure out how to do this, I want to go to my screen here and play that video. Where is it? Oh, here it is. There it is. Can you see this, guys?
How important is trust?
Can you see that screen?
Yep.
Okay, good. Here we go. I'm going to play a little video. It's 5 minutes long. I'm going to go get a beer and watch. This was from today's private group call that I do with my students. And this was a really poignant part. Let me share this with you guys, and I'll be right back. Everybody go get your beer. Go to the bathroom if you want.
Gain trust with people. Okay? We want that rapport, that commonality, that connection with people. That's why I always talked when Tanner was doing that role play before. I kept saying, what is the stroke and nurture? When I go like this, I mean stroke. When I mean like this, nurture. How do we make that connection, that bond? When you make a bond with somebody, if they like and trust you, they see some similarities. Do you ever meet somebody at a party and they say, yes, I read the same book, I saw the same movie. All of a sudden, you're getting closer and closer together rather than further apart. These are things you can do in sales. Trust. When you have trust, do you have a blank check? You better believe it.
Hey,
yes, sir.
Tim here. I have a quick question. Could you just give us a quick example of the difference between a stroke and a nurture? I feel like the stroke is pretty easy for me to understand, but I'm not sure about a nurturing example.
Let's see, a stroke and a nurture. Let me think about that. A stroke, this is why do we stroke people? A stroke defined is a sincere, underline those. Somebody put some notes in here for me. This is good stuff. A stroke is a sincere compliment. Okay, do you ever get a phony compliment? Oh, gee, that's a great-looking shirt, Tim. Wow, great job. Best-looking T-shirt I've ever seen. You obviously have good taste. That's an insincere one. You have to be a thespian while you're using stroking. Not to be disingenuous or manipulative, but I always say you are responsible for the environment. You have to create an environment. And when someone pays you a compliment, okay, I always talk about my good friend Gordon in San Diego. Gordon is the vice president of one of the world's largest stock and brokerage firms. He's a very successful guy. I know one thing about Gordon. Whenever he goes up to somebody, and he does this perfectly, he says, hey, who's on? Hey, Steve Zobro. You can hear me, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Steve, did you lose weight, man? Are you working out? You look magnificent. What have you been doing, man?
Exercising all the time, doing the right thing.
You look fantastic. How much weight did you lose?
35 pounds.
Good for you. Give him a round. Wow, 35. That's stroking. Okay, but you got to be a good actor when you stroke. A nurture is a stroke to the 10th power. A nurture is when you make that stroke emotional with the painting your picture, you're painting in their mind, in their subconscious, or the story you tell. Okay, it's something personal. It's something you can have. What's the $1 million rule, Steve? I'll put you on the hot seat. $1 million rule. Most important thing I teach. People make immediate
money,
business decisions. Emotionally. So if you can nurture someone to become emotional with a story or something you tell. I always tell the story. It always makes me tear up sometimes. When I was a little boy at school in PS 152 and I was part of the phys ed program, someone got to beat the shit out of me every day. Okay? And I'd come home to this wonderful mom of mine who's been, God rest her soul, for 30 years. And she'd give me a big hug. She'd clean me up, rip pants and everything, give me some milk and cookies. Here I am, an old guy. I'm still talking about my mother in that one nurturing moment. How important is that? Can we create that in sales? What happens when we create that emotional, nurturing moment in someone in sales? What happens?
You got a bond.
You got a bond. What happens when you get a bond with somebody?
You make a decision.
You close them. Because all the good stuff comes together. Oh, boy, did you get me emotional, Tim, with that question. You see, one question, you got me on a soapbox here. Absolutely. Let me go back to, because time. Did I answer that?
Yeah.
To your satisfaction? Good. Also, empathy. You've got to be a mind. What do you think? You have to anticipate what they're thinking and feeling and try to make a connection on that. Okay. See, gee, Tim, your property's been empty. I hope that's not causing any stress on your family right now. An empty property, you're writing checks for the taxes and everything like that. God bless you, Yolanda. See, we see everything here. Here you go, young lady. Don't you love video? Empathy is real. It's where you become a mind reader, not really. You just anticipate what you think they're going to say or do or how they feel. And if you do this often enough, you get pretty good at this, and you ask the right questions or tell the right stories, and you get closer and closer to that person. You can make so much money if you understand the skill set of direct sales and marketing. It is like a blank check. When everybody's at home right now, we're all watching our budget and everything like that. I always go back to this. All you got to do is get with a couple people every day and give good phone. That's the secret sauce, guys. Let me go back to my screen share here.
Okay, that's over. Let's see if we can get out of this, hopefully, and get back into. There we go. Yay, I'm back, right? You can see me? We're all good? Oh, Suzette is even here. Hello, Suzette. We'll add you to stream. Lonnie and Chantel. Look at that shirt Lonnie's got on. Holy moly. Look at it. Looking good. Oh, let's unmute you. I'll unmute. Hi, Suzette. I see your beautiful high school prom picture there. Can't unmute your guests because they chose to mute themselves. Okay. It is 20 after 5 here. It is Bud Light with lime time. Also, since I have my food, what are you drinking there? IPA.
Yeah, this is what is this?
I also.
It's a local beer joint.
Oh, okay. Hi, Chantel.
Hey.
Hello, kid. How are you? I'm also eating.
Good to see you guys.
I'm having hummus and carrots.
Yeah.
Is it anything better than hummus and carrots?
Baba Ganoosh.
Baba Ganoush. Now you say it different from me. I always said Baba Ganoush.
Yeah.
How is it properly pronounced?
That's many different ways depending on part of the country, part of the culture. You know, it's like, you know,
it's a smoked eggplant with a lot of olive oil and salt and stuff, right?
a lot of good stuff.
How about tabbouleh? Oh God, I haven't had.
Yeah.
I love these foods.
Yeah.
How about oh shoot, what's the little fried chickpea things? Don't tell
Oh,
me.
the falafel.
Falafel. Oh, do you know who has the best falafel ever? Trader Joe's. If you ever go to
Wow.
Trader Joe's, they have their falafel. I mean, you put it in the oven and it comes somehow it comes out crispy and really I'm hungry.
No, you're making me hungry.
I'm making you hungry. Oh my gosh. Who do we have on here? Oh, we have Anthony Sereno. Hey, Claude, how you doing? We got Wright Consulting. Which one is that speaker? I don't know what he means. Oh, the speaker I was showing before. It's an Anchor speaker. You can get it online at Amazon.com or anywhere. It's amazing. You charge this thing. It lasts like a week, and the sound is amazing on it. A lot of interesting things happen. Bring me up to date. Let's have the Phoenix report first from Lonnie and Chantel here. What's going on? And put your webpage and your Facebook, YouTube page in there too.
Gotcha. Thank you. Yes.
Welcome.
Welcome. Thanks for having us.
Oh, it's good to have you. You don't write, you don't call.
Hey, we're meeting tomorrow on our mentor call.
Okay. Yes, we are. That's right.
Yes, we are. Yeah, I did a video recently regarding the market. So in our particular market, there is no change under this 300,000 bracket. It's still very interesting, still very active because we've got the buyers, we've got the sellers, very active, have not seen a change. Now, where we saw the change was above this 400,000 or 500,000 mark. So we are seeing 50% decrease in activity, actually. So there is a change there. We are still physically going to the houses. We have noticed, although we are still able to provide virtual showings, majority of these clients they're not really having it because it's a different experience. You can't really touch, feel things, right? The five senses. You can't really, it's very hard to sell something virtual when it comes to the real estate. Well, at least for us.
Yeah.
We're in a culture shift right now. We're not used to it yet.
Yeah.
We've been seeing this technology for years, but how many people have actually bought a home because the seller took a tour of the toilet seats with their iPhone?
You know what's interesting?
Right.
With our brokerage, they have changed everything to virtual. The Zoom deal, now they're having training just to learn how to use Zoom when we've been using it for years.
Yeah.
So there is a change there, yes. And I think they're actually going to stop doing those corporate meetings out at the brick and mortar. And I believe they're going to start changing everything to virtual. So it'd be very interesting to see that.
Yeah. How are teenagers going to make out now virtually? I worry about things like this.
That's right.
Is the population going to go down or up? I mean,
but we're definitely busy here. So we're still closing deals.
you guys are winners. The cream always rises to the top. We have these events through my lifetime, 2008, 9/11. These events kind of clean out the stalls, if you know what I mean.
Right.
I mean, when the economy's really good and everything, even a blind old dog can smell an eggcorn once in a while. But when things get tough, the winners innovate, they create, they stimulate. I can't think of any more late words, but they make things happen. I'm doing StreamYards now all the time. I saw Gary V doing Tea with Gary every day.
I saw that.
Yeah. He's very entertaining. I love his concept on social media marketing. It works so well for my business. Just today, I actually make notes before I do this. Just today, I did a video that I got to upload to YouTube. I'm doing a live stream now on 5 different streams, 5 different social media applications, Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, everything. I did 6 phone calls. I had 1 phone call with a client from 20 years ago today. So how important is it to keep people in your database and follow up, huh?
Very important. Oh my God.
And I did something else today. I mean, talk about a productive day. I started a Yelp business page. They made me an offer. They gave me a $300 credit. So I said, what the hell? Let me try it for a month or two because I'm an elite. I do a lot of reviews on Yelp, and they have a separate thing. So if somebody types in sales training in San Diego, hopefully I'll appear. And if I can get them to transition to my videos or my webpage, I might have a prospect. So that's a pretty productive day, isn't it?
Absolutely.
So I rewarded myself with a Bud Light.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yes. L'chaim.
Nice work.
Salute. Everything. Isn't this a fun medium? It's so relaxed. You would not believe, and you wouldn't believe how many people, after I do this video, I check all the links, and like on YouTube, it'll be like 150 people. On Periscope, it'll be 30, 40 people. On Facebook, because I have several Facebook pages, it'll be another 80, 90, 100 people. And that's just while we're broadcasting live here. And hopefully maybe somebody will discover you guys. By the way, did you put in your link for your thing? I didn't see it here yet.
You know, my last, the video, like the second video to the last, we're almost reaching about 1,000 views just on that. And
isn't that amazing? I mean, 1,000 views. And you gave away your free book that you wrote?
No, not the free book, but
or something.
Website, but you know, offering the consultations and things like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What is it, YouTube?
But more than ever, people, they're looking for this information. So, you know, what a great time to put yourself out there and do the videos. And Ani has just been phenomenal with staying on top of the information and just bringing what people want to hear.
I'm getting leads, guys.
Yeah,
We're getting leads.
How is your bit? Right now, my business, I have doubled up on my marketing. I'm home anyway. I love working from home. I've always worked from home. Right. You know, better coffee, colder beer, and cleaner bathrooms. I mean, it's great. I love working from home. The only thing is that as long as I can go outside once in a while and run or do something, you know, I like to do my runs every day. I never ran with a face mask though. That's going to take some getting used to.
We miss the restaurants, Claude.
Oh,
yeah.
I miss those videos. I miss the food. I miss.
Yeah.
How long have we been indoors?
How long are we going to?
What has it been? Are we on 3 weeks, 4 weeks? How long have we been in hibernation here since all this virus shit started?
Starting to feel like the Twilight Zone.
We were just
losing track of time and days.
We did FaceTime with one of our friends just yesterday, you know, just chatting through the FaceTime. I mean, I do miss that connection, being with your friends and your, you know, close loved ones. And
what would you like to do if this virus was gone right now? What would you do? I want to go around the room here. I'd like to go to a bar and talk to a face and go to an old guy who's a face talker with halitosis. I'm so lonely. I mean, well, Claudia and I would probably go to our favorite restaurant. I think I'd throw a party at a bar or something like that. You know, if it was all back to normal again, what would you do, Ani and Chantel?
We were just talking about that. We're going to have massive celebrations.
It's exactly that.
There's this
food
amazing Persian restaurant out here in Scottsdale, and that's where we're going to celebrate.
Yeah.
Food.
Sammy, what would you do? Sammy's in Rochester, New York.
Go out and have a good pizza.
Oh, now you're playing nasty. You're in
Fresh
New York.
out the oven.
Oh. You cannot get great pizza past Pennsylvania. You know that.
I know. I'm sorry.
I do not know. I mean, we got some pizzerias here, and I love Colorado, and I love the people. I know, but man, sometimes the box with some sauce on it would taste better than the pizza crust that they're using.
You got to open your own. Claude's Pizzeria.
Yeah.
Claudia gets mad at me.
Couple teenagers to run it.
I am so desperate for pizza. I'm eating Costco pizza. What are you going to do?
Right now, what are you going to do? Right now, I'd go for one, locked up at home for 3 weeks.
Exactly. Suzette, what would you do if there was no virus and you could go out right now? What would be the first thing you would do?
My hair done, my nails done, and with my And yeah, of course.
Man, this weed is growing here. I haven't had it this long since Woodstock. Okay. Absolutely. So productivity is important right now. I think doubling up on your marketing, quality marketing, attraction marketing, call to action, giving away free stuff, having entertaining podcasts, videos, blogs, anything. Are you guys using any other social media to get attention in your real estate business? Are you using TikTok or Instagram or anything like that?
Snapchat.
No?
Snapchat.
Yes.
Not yet.
Suzette, you're real weak on the microphone there.
Oh, Snapchat.
Snapchat?
Yep.
Okay. How's that working for you?
Okay, I guess I don't have too many followers yet.
Okay. Are you putting out content consistently?
Nope.
That I think is the key.
Yeah.
To get people to hit that subscribe button and follow you. I think you can't just do it once in a while. I think you just got to get into that routine of putting out content at least maybe once a week at the least right now.
And when you mean content,
A lot of pros are
have to be real estate related, right? It could be anything.
What is the perfect prospect for you? Describe that person.
The perfect prospect. Well, right now I just need people who are trying to buy and sell, of course, but trying to make money.
Okay. Anticipate. This is where the empathy comes in. Those people who want to buy and sell real estate. By the way, I predict real estate. I think it's going to adjust. I don't know how long this thing is. It's going to go on. Nobody knows. But I only know supply and demand. And if nobody's buying stuff, prices come down, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Who is the perfect prospect for you? They're going to go on Google. They're going to type in, I want to know how to buy a home, how to finance a home, who's the best realtor, 10 secrets of buying the right home for the right price, 16 questions to ask my realtor. They're going to type in stuff like this. You have to anticipate it and then have that content, audio, video, podcast, pictures, mind maps, free mind map, my 6 secrets of success in real estate investing. Anything that they might search for, will they find you today?
Okay, not today. No.
Okay, that's the way you got to do marketing today. You got to give some more, and then give even more, and then you can ask. Okay. Then you can, because you've achieved value. Ani, you're dying to say something.
Yeah, Claude, I can't forget that conversation we had a while back about video, because at that time we were inconsistent with the whole YouTube thing and videos. And we made it a point after we had that conversation with you, get on video, do your videos. You guys have the, you have the attitude, you have the passion, you have the experience, the knowledge, the value. So we started doing it way more consistently. And I at least put out at least 1 or 2 videos. We do have multiple social media accounts. We have a massive page on Facebook, and we do our lives on Facebook as well. But the whole YouTube situation has gotten us relocation buyers. It has gotten us clientele. So thank you for that. And
how much does it cost? How much does it cost you to put out original organic content?
Other than the food videos, because we do some editing with that. But other than that, free, man. Just my time. It's just my time. That's it.
I used to spend thousands, tens of thousands of dollars on marketing in the Stone Age. We used to use magazines, and remember Entrepreneur Magazine, Success Magazine, all those. I was in all those things every month, and they were real expensive, and it was a little bitty nothing ad. It was so expensive because there wasn't as much marketing venues to market out there as there is today. The internet, I mean, if we're going to have a damn virus, isn't it fantastic we have the internet now at least?
Yes.
I mean, what would we do if we had all this? I mean, what did they do in 1918 with the Spanish flu? What did you hang out a bedspread over your balcony with your phone number or something? How did you do marketing then?
We were just talking about this, like, I always try to find the good in situations, and one good thing is we've been preparing with all this technology, and here it is. We need it more than ever. And maybe you didn't use it before, but at least now it's been here, and we can tap in to these resources and marketing, just like you said. So
we have the perfect. I mean, I'm on StreamYard now I'm broadcasting on 5 different things. I can take this video, I can then upload it again to YouTube and disseminate it through Twitter and LinkedIn and Reddit and all these other things. All it takes is a little time and creativity. And if you can put interesting content, I think people are home right now. They want information. They want to, make them feel good, make them laugh or something, give them free stuff. By the way, we have a celebrity on right now, Dr. Vibe from Canada. This man is the podcaster extraordinaire. Dr. Vibe, come on there. Click on that link there. I have it in the, I have it far below. Just click on and come on here for a minute. Introduce yourself. This man is, you want to talk about marketing? This man is on several times a week, has great interviews, sometimes controversial. Okay. And if he comes on, I'd love for him to come on for a second here. We got Kenny Wright here. Look at it. Hello, Gut Specialist. Great group here. Kenny, feel free to come on. Kenny's always got this time of the day, he's got a Coors in his hand. I'm sure of it. Chantel and Ani. Great. Oh, Kenny, Kenny Wright.
Yeah, he's a hustler.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's in Texas. Telegraph each other or town criers. Okay, and here's my link. If anyone else wants, I can take up to 6 people here. If anyone else wants to come on live, the more the merrier here in this little group, exchanging ideas and just having some fun and stuff like that. Let's see. And if you have a comment or something, put it in the chat box here. Well, if you have a question, we got a wealth of information here. We've got Sammy, we've got Ani and Chantel, we've got Suzette. You know what? If we don't have the answer, we can find it for you. And if not, we'll bullshit the answer. No, we won't do that. Absolutely. What else? Sammy, how about you? You're up in Rochester, New York, home of dog sleds, right? What do you do?
Dog sleds and snow and ice.
we had a storm here. I'm in Winter Park, Colorado. We got about 2-3 inches of snow here today. It was like a storm here. I'm ready for spring.
Oh my gosh.
Me
too.
Are we gonna have a summer, or how are we gonna do summer with no concerts, no picnics, no?
Wait till the heat wave in August.
Okay.
They're doing live stream for all that. The concerts, the shows. I get those emails. Your favorite artists are doing live stream. They're going to be doing live stream.
How are they going to scalp tickets on live stream?
Yeah, it's not an experience.
Hey, how about what happened Easter Sunday and Passover? So a very big cultural shift happened in the world. Did you guys see it, or did it kind of flash by? Started with Passover last week, and then we saw it on Good Friday, and then it really blasted on Easter Sunday. What did we see? Anyone want to take a guess?
Weren't they all streaming?
They were. All the religious organizations were streaming. Okay. I mean, and they had plenty of followers and plenty of people. Hey, you don't have to put up buildings and tabernacles and have mortgages and expenses. You can attract hundreds, thousands of people. Some of these broadcasts did. I mean, yeah. Are there some religious leaders? I'm thinking of Billy Graham and stuff who have been using media better than anybody.
We were just talking about that today, about how employers are looking to cut brick and mortar.
Oh yeah.
And go more virtual. Yeah. Were you just saying that?
I have been saying this for years. I love working from home. I use Zoom a lot, and you can change the backgrounds on Zoom. So if you don't have the most wonderful, if you're broadcasting from your bathroom or something, you can change the background and make it look like the Taj Mahal or something.
But now what about the divorce rates? What about the domestic violence? All those rates have increased.
Have they really?
They have.
Yeah.
That's sad. That's sad to hear. Claudia and my wife is my partner, like you guys. We've been working together, and for some reason, we're both so busy. We're like ships in the night. I might pass her a couple times a day. Hi, hon. You know, she's going to the bathroom. I'm going for coffee. I've got to get back on the phone. She's doing the accounting and stuff. I mean, we're so busy. It's like, oh, hi, fun at dinner time. Hi, nice to run into you. We're in the same house all day.
You know what, Todd? That's a question you should ask the audience. You know, are you guys working from home? Are you guys working from home with your partners? What's that like?
Yeah.
It's fine with us, but I'd like to hear from others too.
How do you guys do it? And I don't want to. I don't want to set. How do you guys work together? Husband and wives don't always. You know, it's not always the. What's the word I'm looking for? Symbiosis?
Teamwork.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think we're a very small percentage that we actually work great together. I mean, it just works.
And fortunate that
Personally.
I'll drink to that. I'll drink to anything.
yes,
But
we've been working together, so it's. I know not everyone. It's not the same for everyone, so it's some adjustments. You know, being around each other a lot, but I mean, we're just used to this. And like you said, you know, you're busy, Claudia's busy, so you run into each other and just kind of giving each other space at times,
and we know how to communicate with each other. You know?
Yeah. Do you ever text each other in the same house?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. What's that all about?
or
Well, we have a pretty spacious home, so if
or I'll
might
hear
be
a
outside
faint
in our-
sound. I'll like, this sounds like my name.
I'll be outside, Chantel will be somewhere else, and I, text her. But yeah, no, we do lovely. It's our communication.
I'm more productive from home. I've worked for other companies, you know, before I had my own business. I had to put on the suit and tie. I had to drive in the traffic. I had to stop short and spill coffee between my legs. It's not the caffeine, it's spilling it all the time. Okay, that keeps you up. And then same thing every day. And I found that when I work from home in my own business, I am so much more productive. I can make so much more money because it's my business. I work 10 times harder for myself than I ever worked for anyone else, even the good companies and the good bosses, because it's ours. And if you don't work, the bills come in. There's no paycheck coming every week automatically. And I just love working from home. I used to have an outside office for a while. I had the idea that I had to meet clients in a professional office. And I thought about it, and the money, it was just a waste of money. It really was. When when did we get Skype and all this other video technology? When did that start to really happen?
It's been at least 10 years.
Yeah.
At least 10 years ago? Was it 2009,
10 years.
At least 10 years.
Started getting real popular. It started with the access to overseas calls without having to go through the telco companies.
Oh yeah, look how well this works. Who remembers the Max Headroom stuff? Look, I mean, it's live. Our voices match our lips. The quality of the call. I mean, you guys are, you look great on the camera, and I can talk to any client. I was talking to a guy in Delhi, India today. Wow. And it was just like he was 6 feet, away from me here. Okay. And it was, I can do more at home. I can talk to more people, more calls on live video. And I think live video is the perfect environment for anybody in sales. What do you think?
I'm getting to learn that now. I think it's much better when people get to see you.
So why aren't you on video now, Suzette? Show us that pretty face. Hit that little button. Come on, you can do it. I didn't put on my makeup either.
I know, I don't have makeup.
Yeah, video is definitely, it's so critical nowadays because these prospects, these clients of yours are researching you, and if they see you on video, they could feel more comfortable. There's a level of trust there.
they look at you, they see the Hawaiian shirt, they see the kitty cat running around. You know, it's what are the words you little millennials? What are those great little words you use? Transparent, authentic, epic, and what's the other word I learned today?
Genuine.
Genuine. That's the new. I understand. Is that true? Is that the new hot word? Genuine.
Sounds like my dictionary.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, people want to see you have passion. I mean, you could really tell a person's personality, through video.
And I think there's some psychology. I mean, more advanced, deeper than we think, because when you watch somebody, I think there's actual science behind this. For more than like 6 seconds, you already feel as if you've met that person, familiarity. So when you see them on video, you almost feel like you know them. And then when you finally meet them,
exactly,
it's as if you knew each other already, when you've never met. So.
Yes, this is true, because when we have the leads that contact us via our videos, I mean, straight from our videos, the conversation is very friendly. It's as if we know them already.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Oh yeah. And you can do so much. You were talking about psychology here. Let me just show you guys. I had my Monday group call, which I do with all my mentees on Zoom every Monday. And today I'm just going to show the screen here and switch over. And tell me if you can see. And this is a mind map I put together. This is hypnotic sales skills, guts 2.0. And isn't that a pretty little mind map? Somebody say yes.
Very colorful.
Good.
Thank you. Very colorful. And we went over all the different ways of Chantel just talked about the psychology. How do we get people to like us, trust us? How do we get them to relax? How do we paint a vivid picture in their mind? What story should we tell? What are the most powerful words that we can use to persuade people? What are the senses that we can use? What do we use? Reverse psychology, redirection, embedded commands. What are the 3 to 6 need and greeds we need before we summarize and conclude and ask the magic question? And we can do all this online. And the longer I'm in sales, the more I realize what is the behavior that the right words, the word I've been using a lot lately. And Cialdini does not. I've invented a new psychological trigger, I think. I don't know if we all know Cialdini, the psychology of persuasion, all those wonderful things, social proof and scarcity and reciprocity and everything. But I think one of the most important things is environment. Can we create an environment that is conducive for somebody to say, you know what, Ani and Chantel, Sam, Suzette, I like you. I feel good about you. I trust you. You seem like a good person, an honest person. When we create that right environment by using technology like this, I think we devastate our competition. I don't think they can spend all the money in the world, do all the commercials, all the AdWords, have the fanciest office and all the employees. But I think if you meet one person who you feel good about, I think that just that blows away the competition. What's your thoughts?
Definitely.
Absolutely. That engagement, that bonding makes life so much easier. It turns an uphill battle into a downhill cruise.
And the storytelling. Actually, not sure if anyone watches Ozark.
Of what?
Ozark.
Oh, I love Ozark.
So
don't give the ending. Did you love that ending?
We haven't finished.
Oh, you will not believe the ending. It is the best.
Then you.
It is the best. What do we call that when you reveal the ending? What is that called?
Spoiling.
Spoiler.
Oh, I won't do it. I won't. But I love the ending on that. It just.
So you've seen it. We haven't. Don't spoil it. We haven't.
If you are holding a beer or a baby or a cat or something, put it down, because you will. That ending made me. I mean, I went like that.
There was this scene in season 3 the latest one. So you've seen it. Good, Claude.
I love Ozark.
It reminded me of you. So basically, when the wife, she had to, now it was just her sales skills. She had to convince or win over this drug dealer, and she got him so emotional. She almost lost it, and they were like, the other girl looks at her like, "Oh my gosh, we're dead." And she flipped the script, and she got this drug dealer so emotional by her story and something with the kids, and like he was like, yeah. And we were sitting on the couch, and I'm like, dang, that's good sales right there. And it was just so cool how she sold the drug dealer on, I can't even remember, but it was good. It was really good. So I'm glad you've seen it.
There's a couple scenes in the last and next to last episode that are just amazing. I mean, it keeps getting better.
Yes.
Yeah.
It keeps getting better. So for those of you, we're all locked at home and you have Netflix, you definitely want to watch Ozark. We should start talking about beer. I do that on Fridays, or favorite TV shows or favorite movies and things like that. There's some great stuff on.
I'm gonna have to start watching that now.
Oh yeah, what's your favorite, Suzette?
Interesting for me.
It's good. I think you'll like it.
Oh gosh, what was the Sell It with Saul, or what's that other one? It's the
yeah.
But we haven't really watched that.
Like All Saul, or from the Breaking Bad.
From Breaking Bad, if anybody has not seen Breaking Bad, it's a little heavy duty sometimes, but it's phenomenal. And the ending, talk about another great ending.
Oh, yeah, that's
Better Call Saul. That's right. Yeah.
Best ending to a series ever. Do you know what it was? The best series ending ever. You ever watch the original Bob Newhart show with Suzanne Plachette? He was a psychiatrist, and it was on for 4 or 5 years. And then he had another show where he ran a Vermont bed and breakfast. And the last episode of the new series went back to the first series, and he woke up in bed with the wife from the first series. And he said, I just had this dream that I was running a Vermont bed and breakfast, and there were all these weird people and everything. You have to see it. It's hard to describe. But it was the most ingenious ending by taking one show and going into another show.
Oh.
It's an old series. It was really fun. I like Bob Newhart. He was a funny comedian. So anyway, I'm going to wind things up here in a few minutes. What else? What are you guys doing to keep sane? What else are you doing in running your business? Anything else unique? Are you making a lot of phone calls?
Making a lot of money, that's for sure.
Amen. There's nothing wrong with that.
And watching Tiger King.
I can't get into that. What is it about that show? I don't know. Is it worth? Am I being too impatient? Should I get back into Tiger King or what?
It's wild.
Is it worth watching?
It's wild. We completed the entire thing, and there's a new one out, right? The last episode.
Yeah.
Okay. Wild, Claude. You just have to.
I watched the.
It gets even crazier towards the end.
Okay. I watched the first episode, and they kept showing the same pictures over and over again. There was a lot of repetition, I noticed. In it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Where is PETA when you need it? How does one person have all these tigers?
Tiger? Oh,
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And he had a lion and all that other stuff. Amazing.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Absolutely amazing. Oh, let's see here. Wait, we got some other. Dr. Vibe is, well, we got okay, and Matt Marino. Okay, we got a few more. Dr. Vibe is in the building. How are you, doctor? This is my personal physician in Canada.
Greetings, everybody. How we doing?
Whenever I get sick, he makes me drink maple syrup and play hockey. Look, how you been, my doctor? Tell us. Put your link in there and everything, and tell everybody who you are if they don't know.
Okay, my name is Dr. Vibe. I host Epic Conversations. I'm the home of Epic Conversations. I've hosted over 2,000 online conversations over the last 11 years.
Oh, wow.
2018 award winner for innovation handed out by the Canadian Ethnic Media Association because I'm based in Toronto. And as of last week, I am hosting monthly father chats sponsored by Dove Men Care.
All right. And so how do we find you? If anybody wants to find you right now, how do we find you?
I'm putting that in right now.
All right. Great. And are you on tonight? You look like you're ready to broadcast.
No, tonight, take a night off, but I have conversations. I did 3 in 3 days and edited them and put them out, but I'm taking a little bit of a break, but I will be back tomorrow afternoon. I'll be doing a podcast. I'll let your other guest just speak in a moment. A podcast, people, is all audio. What we're doing right now is not a podcast, technically. So I'm doing an audio podcast tomorrow with a weekly conversation I have with 2 ladies from your country talking about all the social political stuff that's going on. So
you use another application for your live streaming, though. What is that again?
Well, it's actually interesting, Claude. You're mentioning this. I am looking at starting a new series of conversations on this platform.
Ooh.
So, yes, I'm looking to go to
competition. I like it.
Yeah, so and it's funny because I just got off the phone with a client and they said they're having a terrible experience with Zoom. Is there another platform that we could use? And I said, well, I'm testing out StreamYard and I also can use Get Vocal. So there's a number of different platforms that I use. And it's interesting because I've had a number of people who I never thought would come to me asking me to help them with online video conversations that are all coming now. So it's been a very positive, productive last few weeks for me.
Isn't this, what do you, before I let you go, what's going on in Canada? I mean, in terms of this virus and adaptation and things, how are people dealing with it?
People are dealing with it. Interesting enough, we have Home Depot here. All the Home Depots are closed.
You have Home Depot? Next you're going to get In-N-Out Burger or something, right?
Yeah, last week they closed all the Home Depots. So if you want to, which is interesting. And
why?
The couple was mentioning it a few moments ago. It's going to be very interesting to see how retailers are going to change their business models after this, because they're going to realize now, hey, we may not need that many employees anymore. We can do all this stuff online and still make money. So this is where someone like a Claude Diamond can come in and give you some thought process on how you can position yourself after this time ends, because there are people who are watching this. I know there'll be at least one person that will, well, if you have a job, there'll be at least one person that will not be going back to a job.
Interesting. So you're thinking this will actually give corporate America an excuse to lower their overhead and use this technology that we have. We were talking a few minutes ago about all the churches were all online for Easter Sunday and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is a game changer. This was going to happen eventually, but this just accelerated what was inevitably going to happen. And the sad thing is, there are going to be businesses out there and maybe some entrepreneurs that haven't gone online that are going to be left behind.
Chantel was talking, the cute couple above you there in Phoenix. They were talking about what's going to happen to brick and mortar places now.
Yeah. Well, they were already phasing out. Now it's like in Toronto where I'm based, there are malls that are closed.
Really?
Malls that are closed. And I live in Ontario, which is a province which is comparable to states in the United States. They just announced that they're going to extend this lockdown for another 28 days.
Wow.
For another month. So the soonest that Toronto is going to be back and changing around will be at least the middle of May. At least the middle of May.
Last question. What's your prognostication? Where do you see us? What you see us coming out of this in the summer next year? 18 months from now, like the mayor of Chicago said, 18 more months of this. I don't think, how can we in North America, how can the economy survive being locked up for 18 months? It's impossible.
Well, I think that we'll see some semblance of turnaround, I think by the latest mid to late next month. But this is a generational event, in my opinion. I don't think it's just a year thing. This is a generational event because this is impacting older, younger, in between. This is a generational event. This is not just like a few years. This is a generational event. So I think, yes, things may change, but they've changed forever. Like the whole term new normal, the new normal is already hit, and then it's the next normal that's going to hit.
What's it going to be like for the kids? No proms, no graduation. Colleges are closed right now. No social interaction. Can you imagine you're 17, 18, 19 years old and you can't go to your girlfriend's house or whatever, you know?
Well, as the couple said a few moments ago, I think we're going to see an increase in mental health challenges big time. I think we're going to see that. But this is also a time for us to be really human beings. This will be a test for every individual in the world to say, how can I be a real human, and can I consistently be a real human during this and after this?
I think changes are coming that we haven't even foreseen yet.
Haven't even seen them yet. Haven't even seen them yet.
Dr. Vibe, so glad you could join us live. What a pleasure.
The pleasure is mine. And as always, you bring fantastic people to your platform, but that's a testimony to you and Claudia.
Thank you. Thank you. Behind every successful man is usually a smarter, more exhausted woman. Right, Chantel?
Hey, Claude. Claude, you married up, my friend. You married up.
Oh, yeah. I'd be cleaning a Slurpee machine right now if it wasn't for Claudia. I'd have a 7-Eleven face mask.
Do you think the whole handshake culture is going to change?
Okay. Very interesting story. I was in a lineup today to get into a grocery store, and I like to have conversation. There was a gentleman in front of me who is from Tehran, Iran, and his family is back there, and he was supposed to leave on an airplane on March 23rd. Why is he still here? Because they canceled the flight on March 23rd.
Oh, wow.
He cannot be near his family. But I said to him, what do you think airline travel is going to be after this? Do you think they're going to let people sit beside each other? Do you think everyone's going to have to be on an airplane with a mask?
Are they still going to bring their dogs on board?
See, that's what I mean by generational change. Like, the only thing comparable that we've seen to this, to some sort of extent in North America, was 9/11. But this is going to have a wider effect than a 9/11. This is a generational thing. This is a generational change, and we just hope that everyone can get through. Really, and we just got to stay in touch with each other and accept people where they are.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Oh, look who's here.
Did I just
the star of the show.
Did I hear Dr. Vibe?
Do I hear Mrs. C?
Hey, you.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Hey, I just got a checkup from him. He made me turn my head and cough.
He did not.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to take this call.
I'll let you go.
So do I.
Thank you for joining us. And and I'll talk to you later. Thank you, Dr. Vibe, and he's going to put in his link in there if it's not in already. And here is a friend from a long time, Matt Marino.
I know that name.
I know that name. How you doing, Matt?
I'm doing fine, Claude. Thanks for asking.
Yeah. Are you in Phoenix?
Actually, I'm in Mesa, Chandler right now.
Okay. Do you know Ani and Chantel? They're not far.
I'm going to introduce myself to them when I see them a little later.
Yeah. They're very nice. Really nice.
We're in Central.
Oh, there they are.
There they are. Look.
Oh, thank God I said something good. Of course I did. Hi, you guys. Hi. Good to see you.
So Claude, how was that beer that you were tasting?
You know what?
He loves that stuff.
I'm a connoisseur of beers, and this is my friends make fun of me. But when you're drinking during the week, you don't want to drink a lot of heavy beers. And Bud Light Lime it's very tasty. It's very it's not filling. It's a very good. I give it 4 stars. It's a good drinkable beer.
It's beer.
It's good beer. But I do have a backup here from Ballast Point in case you finish this one here. Don't leave home without it. It's the most interesting thing I've seen. We were in San Diego a couple of weeks ago before we left and came to Colorado. And we'd go in a supermarket, Vons, big chain out there. Do you have them in Phoenix, Vons?
Yeah, I bet you do.
Safeway.
No? Okay.
Yes, Safeway, Vons, Alberts.
Oh, okay, fine.
We go into the Vons, 8:00 in the morning, right?
Oh yeah.
No bread, giant bread aisle, a football field on, not one damn piece of bread, not a Ritz cracker. I said, honey, let's get out of Dodge. Now you go down the beer aisle, plenty of beer.
Yeah, there you go.
Which I think says to us that Budweiser and Miller High Life are doing a better job on distribution than the bread and milk companies and toilet paper.
It's all essential. It's all essential, Claude. It's all essential.
Exactly. Sean Osby in beautiful Omaha, Nebraska says hi, Claudia.
Where's Sean?
Sean is right here.
But he's not on.
Yeah, no, he's not on.
Oh, Sean,
He
show
threw-
us that face.
He's got that Dell computer.
Bring
It's
it
a-
on, boy.
you know, he's got a Dell computer and he can't get it working.
Oh, want to see you live.
Ooh,
dude.
Mr. Walker's on. Hi, Claudia and Claude. Hey, Victor, come on if you want to. That we got plenty of room still. Actually, it's din time, isn't it?
Well, whenever you want to eat.
Yeah, that's.
I don't mean to brag, but I made this guy homemade matzo ball soup for dinner because we had a blizzard this afternoon.
Yeah.
A blizzard. And I am wearing my winter slippers even because we had a blizzard.
I figure matzo ball soup has got to be the vaccine. It's got to be the cure.
Delicious.
It works on everything, right?
Wow.
Of course, I threw in some Canadian bacon. That's for Dr. Vibe, but I threw in Canadian bacon, so.
Wouldn't it be great if someone said the vaccine is drinking beer and pretzels or pizza? Wouldn't that be wonderful?
How about carrots?
Okay, we have
Carrots and hummus.
We have carrots and hummus too here today. So Matt, tell us about. Give us the 60 second introduction. What are you doing? How you been? It's been a long time.
I was doing fairly well at the beginning of March when the spring training had kicked in, and we were busy selling beer out at Scottsdale Stadium for the Giants.
What kind of beer?
I was selling all the domestics, 16 ounces, and they were priced. They were overpriced. So, but
how much does a 16-ounce Coors go for at Bronco Stadium now?
I don't know. I've never been to Bronco Stadium. I wouldn't know.
Oh, whatever stadium. Well, how much were you selling beers for? I'm just curious.
We were selling them for $11.
A 20? How much?
A 16 ounce. I told you it's a captive audience. It's a captive audience.
Isn't that?
You're right about that. Yeah.
I tell everybody, if you're going to drink banything before you go to the game and drink afterwards. Don't drink during the game.
Just pee in the middle, you know.
So anyhow, there's going to be a lot of activity going on in the Phoenix area. There already is. There's still a lot of people moving in with this pandemic. We haven't had as many coronavirus cases as everybody else. So there's
wonderful.
We're keeping things. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just saying real estate is essential here. We're in comparison to other states that are non-essential.
Right.
So we're still, still trucking.
We have a lot of friends who live in Green Valley.
Yeah. Green Valley is
come from Colorado, go to Green Valley for the.
It's down near Tucson.
Yeah.
South. Yeah.
And we have that's where all the people from Colorado go to play golf and die. Basically.
Chantel, call me. We have a lot to talk about between you two. Oh yeah.
When this whole social distancing crap is over, we're visiting Colorado. It's one of
we're throwing a party
to visit.
Before we left, when we were in San Diego, I had a little mini seminar on Guts 2.0.
Oh yeah.
Okay. We had a lot of people, and then Claudia and I threw a beer party at Ballast Point Brewery. And how many people did we have? 45, 50 people.
Yeah.
We had a ball. We picked up some new clients. It was all tax. It didn't cost anything.
Well, we had friends from Colorado there. We had friends from California. We had client friends. A lot of people.
And we had chicken wings, and we had nachos, and we bought everybody a couple rounds, and we had just a ball. And it was just fun to get together with the future clients, existing clients. I can't wait till we do something like that again.
Absolutely.
Right. Like more than ever, I think we're all wanting that human connection again, so
Yeah.
I want to meet that face talker with halitosis again.
No, you don't.
No, face talker, fine. No halitosis.
I like Dr. Vibe's name.
Yeah, full name.
I like that name. What
Thank
makes you, is that your last name?
I wish, you know what, you give me an ID. Maybe I should just make it my legal name.
His real name is, he's from Poland. It's Verberwitz or something like that, right?
Rabinowitz.
Oh my gosh.
I was saying when you went off to your phone call, I made matzo ball soup for dinner, and I threw in, I don't mean to brag, but I threw in Canadian bacon. Yeah. Ooh, there you go.
He's a vegan, I think. Are you a vegan?
But Canada, so Canadian bacon.
No, I'm not a vegan. No.
Okay.
No. I like game. I like my meat. I've had everything from buffalo to rabbit to alligator.
I love buffalo. I make buffalo not every day, maybe once every 10 days or something, but I don't do beef. I do buffalo.
Dr. Vibe, let me ask you a politically charged question.
Yes.
Okay. The statistics are showing that this virus, unfortunately, is really affecting disproportionately African Americans. What the hell's going on?
Well, of course, you asked me a lovely 1 minute response. Okay.
No, 1 minute.
No, okay. So if you look at the people who are dying from this disease, it's afflicting old or people who are not healthy. And majority, I wouldn't say majority, but a large number of African Americans do not have the best diets. They also are people that suffer from high blood pressure, diabetes, etc. So the C word has an attraction to people who are either old or not healthy, because if you look at the percentage of people who are probably above 60 years old that are dying from this, it's a large majority of the deaths, or people who are not taking care of their health. So I think that's one of the issues there. I think this is it's interesting. When this first hit, there wasn't any news coverage about the racial effect.
Yes.
It just seems in the last week or so, that's become mainline stories. So I think, of course, I'm getting to the point where I don't believe governments and I don't believe media. Let's put it that way, except my own. But I think that that's a part of it. And I think that maybe the media was looking for another story other than just reporting how many people died every day. They want, and no disrespect for African Americans, but I think it's just another issue that America's going to have to deal with. And it just shows the inequities at times of the American system. And that's spoken by someone north of the 49th, by the way.
I think the saddest story I saw last week was an African-American family, and the woman first lost her husband and then she lost her son. Yes. I thought, oh my, I don't even know them. And I shed a tear for him. It was so sad.
What's sad is the passing through FaceTime. I mean, these people they're not even getting the proper closure, you know?
Yeah, they can't bury them
through a screen.
Yeah.
You know, and it's,
But let's also give a big shout out for the frontline workers. Like, man, like I'm telling you, I've heard a lot of stories of the experiences, and it's heart wrenching. And I'm sure many of the people who are working in frontline did not sign up for this.
No.
Hard to it. Who could ever foresee this? I mean, they're all jumping all over the politicians now. Why weren't you prepared and everything like that? Who foresaw a pandemic? I mean, except for a Dustin Hoffman movie 20 years ago, who ever saw anything like this, right?
Hal Holbrook years ago from the Andromeda strain.
Yes,
that's right.
Very true.
What was the Dustin Hoffman movie? Trivia here. There was a Dustin Hoffman movie. Where just like what's going on right now, except even worse.
Was it called The Strain?
That's it. Thank you.
How about The Omega Man?
Yes, that was a good movie.
Which one?
The Omega Man with Charlton Heston.
Oh, okay. I've got to dig up all these old. I love old movies.
Yeah, and then the last thing I was going to suggest is watch Soylent Green with Charlton Heston and Chuck Connors.
And Edward G. Robinson. Everybody forgets him.
That's right.
Edward G. Robinson. We can have Soil and Green with our chicken noodle soup tonight.
Yeah, there you go. Matzo.
Chicken
Matzo ball.
I have a question for my friends in Phoenix. You're making great money at this time. What is this? What is the reason you feel that you are doing so well?
Good question.
Many other people are not doing well.
Good question. Okay, 10 more minutes.
Yes.
2 more minutes. Food's waiting.
That is a great question. That is a great.
It's
that
in
is a
crock pot.
question.
It's okay.
Okay.
I think for us here in Arizona, well, we are in the real estate industry. So for us, we are still an essential service. So no matter what, whether somebody is relocating, a divorce situation, probate situation, all of the serious sellers and buyers are in it now, and that's why we're busy. But it's not only that, we have a social presence. So when we tune into our social media and we take the topic of COVID and the economy and put that out in video, there are more people that are seeing our videos and reaching out to us actually more than ever. We submitted offers yesterday. We submitted offers this morning. It's actually gotten even more busier for us.
But then
right
we
now.
hear fellow agents who are not in the same position where they're really struggling. And
So I do believe because of our government creating real estate as an essential service, it has not changed for us.
You know, I think one of the things, and before I got into the room, I was listening to you. You have done a very good job of building, engaging, and nurturing your community. And I think, and I keep on pushing this on everybody, that if you're not building, nurturing, and engaging your community, why are you in business?
Make money today. We were talking about this earlier about using this thing has happened, but thank God it happened when we have the internet. Everybody can have their own NBC, nothing but Claude. You can broadcast to the world. You can give out your message, your philosophy, the value that you give people. You can attract people from I have clients in 19 different countries. I'm just a little schmo here in Colorado on top of a mountain, but I have good Wi-Fi.
Well, and not only that, it's social media. It's social media. It's social media. Be social.
We also make it fun too, Dr. Vi, because we do these awesome food videos as well. So anybody who's looking to move to Phoenix or live in Phoenix, they type it in, Phoenix tour or moving to Phoenix. So our videos show up with the food, the excellent food that we have here.
And I think that's another great point. And Claude always does at least once a week with his Friday night beers thing.
Yes.
People want to hang around people that are having fun, especially right now.
Nobody wants Debbie Downer.
No.
Especially now.
Yeah, if you want Debbie Downer, there's the thing called the television, right?
The press.
Yeah, so the boob tube, as we used to call it, right? We want to make sure be genuine. Don't try to fake it till you make it, because people will find that out.
Be genuine. Our new word of the week. All right. What about the responsibility? We're broadcasting right now. We're on Periscope or whatever. This might be replayed for quite a while. What's our responsibility to lift people up, make it like you do so brilliantly, Dr. Vibe? You always have a positive ending or through your broadcast. Are we responsible for? I don't want anybody to be so depressed that, God forbid, they hurt themselves or something. I always want to be the guy with the rose-colored glasses or something like that. You think that's important right now?
It's always important. For me, I realize that just by speaking or asking someone how you're doing, I'm going to be honest here. There was one time I said that to someone, and they said because I gave them the attention, they prevented themselves from committing suicide.
Oh,
Right. So you never know what that other person is going through. So if you're a true server, like I believe everyone is on this call, I'm sure others watching, you want to level up people. You want to add light to their lives, because if you add light to their lives, some way, somehow, you're going to get light shine back on you. It may not be right then. maybe 10 years down the line. But, you know, especially if you're in the sales piece, that here's a perfect real estate example. I got to relate it somehow. Many, many years ago, when I was in the entertainment business, there was a lady, Filipino background. We were really good friends. She was a singer. I managed her a little bit. We had really good times together, treated each other with respect. When I wanted to buy my first house, I had no idea what I was doing. And she always had ads in our Saturday newspaper. And I hadn't seen this lady for minimum 15 years, minimum. I called her up, and within half an hour, she was at my house.
Wow.
Right. So that's the power of relationships. And she's second generation real estate too.
Can I try and top this right now for you?
No,
you know,
I just want to put it out there about the power of relationships and always leaving as much as possible on a good end. You're not always going to do that, but always, as my grandmother said, keep a level above the situation you're in.
Sure.
Absolutely.
I was talking earlier. I had a gentleman today. I haven't spoken to this man since 2001. We did something I don't even remember. And he saw me on YouTube video. He went to my webpage. He scheduled with me. We had the most delightful reunion, a 20-year reunion. Now he's got grown-up children and everything like that. And we have another meeting tomorrow to possibly do business. Very highly likely. I mean, that's the power of media. He saw me on YouTube after 20 years, and we made the connection again.
And I think another thing that I'm doing right now, because most people are at home, and I think I mentioned this to Claude before, but if I haven't, I will put a list of 50 people who I have not contacted. And I'm reaching out to them right now. Right now. And a perfect example, I had to come off the call because there was a gentleman, our public broadcasting service is CBC, which is like your NPR. It's called the CBC, Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. And like a week ago, he reached out to me on LinkedIn. I get, wow. And I haven't seen this guy for like at least a good 10 years. He just called, and I'm in the process of applying for a grant to see if I can launch a new program. And if I can get government funding for it, I ain't going to complain. So he said, look, send it in. Tell me when you send it in. I'll keep a lookout for you.
It's, it's just that consistent, entertaining, informative message that's contemporary also.
Right. And I, and there's some words that get overplayed. And this is just me. This is Dr. Vibe. I can't stand the word connecting. I can't.
I was just reaching out to you today.
I believe in relationships. I don't believe in connecting or connections, because relationships will get you further than connections.
Can you use the technology and your words to touch somebody else?
Absolutely. And even now, more people are used to it, more than they were 2 or 3 months ago. They're used to it now. So this is the thing that, but also ask the person what method of communication they're comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very important. This is the gentleman I just got off the phone with. I said, well, I connected with you, or I reached out to you via LinkedIn. Is that the best method to get a hold of you? Yes. So I'm listening to him, showing him respect, and using the method of communication that's best for him. So that's very, very important. So when you have those people that you're reaching out to and all, keep notes. Like even things like when it's their birthday, send them a note and say happy birthday. It's the little things that make or break the find, not the big things. It's the little things that make it or break it.
Listen, I was talking about it, I don't know, Saturday or Sunday. I call it the $1.30 solution. It's called, this might be strange to you kids in the group. This is called a thank you card. Okay.
Bam, 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 bam.
Dollar stores. Dollar stores.
Yep.
I have a hallway closet full of thank you cards.
We send thank you cards. We actually.
I know you do.
Love it.
Love what you're saying, Dr. Vibe.
Yeah.
You're so right on that. Okay, like birthdays, dogs, children, kids, things like that. You have to listen.
Well, and just to share a story real quick. Like you said, what method of communication? This was just another one of our agents at the time. They had a buyer and he was very strict on only phone calls. Do not text me. Do not email me. And like, it's this or forget it. And something happened. The note did not get relayed to the mortgage lender. So they text or something. And they almost lost the deal because this guy said, I specifically told you, do not text me. And he almost, so very important. And
great question to ask.
Yeah, it's very, very important. Like, because you want to under deliver and over promise.
Ooh, say that again. I like that.
Under deliver and over promise. So
how can you go wrong with that philosophy?
Yeah, and again, all of us go to events and we meet people, and if you have a really engaging conversation, you get their information, and I will always tell the person, I will get back in touch with you within 48 hours. Well, that night, most of the time, I've sent them an email, and the next morning, I've given them a phone call. Because they were because most people's attention span is not more than 48 hours when you go to an event. They've got
like 30 seconds, isn't it?
They got good, but you've kept to your word. So if they don't call you back, it wasn't because of you, it was because of them.
Follow-up is important. Everybody I speak with, I'll say, can I send you a free, we had even if we don't do business, Dr. Vibe, this was a wonderful conversation. Could I send you a free gift? Could I have your email? I'd like to send you, would you like a book on real estate, personal achievement, sales training? Let me send you a gift as my token of appreciation, and boom. Just little moves like that.
Yeah, it's little things.
Little moves. What do they think when they get off the phone? What do you want them to say about Dr. Vibe?
Good thing. Look, actually, there's someone on your Twitter going, please share social media links for the great panel. So the old tricks? Mikey says he likes it. He likes it. They like it. Mikey.
Wow, you are old. Wow. Nobody remembers.
I watch reruns, my brother. Media's myself, but yeah, it's the little things that people want to be treated with respect. And if they're treated with respect, you're half the way down getting the sale if you treat them with respect and you keep to your word, right?
I think if you can make an impression on somebody, so when you get off the phone with them, they say, man, I like him. I trust him. This is somebody, it goes through their head for the next 24 hours like a bad song you can't get out of. And that person might react. They might take an action. They might call you back. If you give them the venue to do it, you send them a follow-up video. I love sending videos. After I'm done with somebody, I'll send a little Mac computer has this wonderful little application, photo booth. And you can do a little 30-second video. You click the little arrow and it goes right into, you don't have to do bomb or anything else like that. You can send a video email so quickly with these little applications. And I think, how many people take the time and trouble to say, whoa, I really enjoyed the conversation. Thank you so much. I've attached a free book, a gift card, or something like that. If I can help you in any way, here's my personal phone number. Have a nice evening. Stay safe. Little things like that.
It's
beautiful.
It's so true. It was just recently, and I don't know if it was Claude that taught me this, but I was in a conversation with the PR agency for Elderman, and it was the first conversation, the big first conversation. And after 45 minutes, they asked me, do you have any questions for us? And I gave them this question. I think I've mentioned this before, but if I haven't, I asked them, okay, you are the PR agency for Dove Men Care. What are the 3 biggest challenges you have working for Dove Men Care? And the phone went dead for 45 seconds. They were going, wow, like we weren't expecting that question.
I hate dead air.
Yeah, I liked it because I knew I just like freaked them out. They weren't expecting it. So when they gave their 3 answers, I said, okay, well, we can help you with each one of those three things. It was a setup because you want to be, whether it's a client or a corporate client, You want to be a solution to their problems. And if you can be a solution to their problems, it just gets you closer to getting the deal done.
Absolutely. Well, wow. Are you guys exhausted yet? We've an hour
Absolutely not.
An
No.
hour and 19 minutes. We have nothing to talk about here.
Just
Great
share.
conversations. Thank you.
Yeah, this has been fab. And again, Claude, thank you for all you.
God bless you, Claude.
Thank you guys.
All that you and Claudia do. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Listen, you guys have a wonderful evening. Thanks for joining me tonight. I love doing these StreamYards. People just join in. We're talking about business, real estate, life, philosophy. Who makes the best hummus, the best beer to drink? I mean, should we have anchovies on pizza? All the important issues of our day. Absolutely. But thank you. I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining. Mwah.
Fear not, everybody. Fear not.
Bye-bye.
Take care, everyone. Thank you.
God bless.
Soup.
Bye-bye.